Hey viewers and friends, Andrew back again and welcome to another video, and it is fantastic to be back. I just want to thank everyone for their kind words on my previous return video. Thanks a lot, it definitely means a lot that you guys are still supporting me and my channel. So I'm back with another top 10 list, and this has been a top 10 list that I've been wanting to do for a while now and just never got around to it, and that is 10 of my favourite horror Blu-rays. Now, we're not really focusing so much on the movie itself in this video, it's more about the overall Blu-ray release, so whether it be packaging, content, picture quality, special features, stuff like that. There's some awesome movies that I'm about to show you guys, but it's less about the movies, more about the packaging and content this time around. So I've got a ton of horror Blu-rays, and this wasn't exactly easy, but I am pretty happy with my selection. So these are in no particular order, although I am saving my favourite release till last. And I have got one honourable mention, and that is Halloween. What a surprise, right? Now, the reason I'm not including this in the official top 10 list is because there's a soon-to-be released 30th anniversary edition coming out in 3 weeks actually. I'm very, very excited for that. The US are getting a digibook, which looks amazing, and the UK are getting a very, very nice steelbook. As amazing as this release is from Umbrella, I do think this is about to get overshadowed by the 30th anniversary release. We'll have to wait and see. In terms of packaging, it certainly will, but it'll be interesting to see in terms of special features. Transfer-wise, it probably will as well. So that's the main reason I didn't really want to include this in the official top 10. But still, this is a fantastic release and a classic movie. You guys know it. Alright, so let's move on to the top 10, shall we? So we're going to start with a couple of box sets, and the first box set is the Alien Anthology. There's a couple of different releases of this. This is the original UK release, and the better out of the two box sets that you can pick up for this anthology, in my opinion. Not only did they do a really good job with the box set, it's really, really sturdy, good quality. The artwork and overall packaging is really, really nice. It's rather shiny, sorry about that. And the movies look absolutely fantastic in HD, especially the first two films. So that is the Alien Anthology. The next one is definitely the best horror Blu-ray box set that I own, and that is the Universal Monsters Essential Collection. Now, in terms of the films themselves, I've got to admit I'm not the biggest fans of these classic Universal Monster movies. Don't get me wrong, I do enjoy them and I appreciate them for what they are, but I've really got to be in the mood to watch them. But in terms of packaging, overall release and restoration of these classic movies, this is damn amazing. First up, it's a really well made box set. Comes with some postcards and a really cool booklet, but the picture quality and restoration of these movies is definitely where it's at, and they did an absolutely incredible job with that, so that's why this one is on the list. Alright, moving on to just standard Blu-rays now, and the one and only Scream Factory release that I'm going to talk about in this video. May surprise some of you that I'm talking about this one, but this one has impressed me the most, and the main reason for it was the transfer in picture quality on TerraVision, which absolutely blew me away. Now, these two movies, Video Dead and TerraVision, never had an official DVD release, so this was basically straight to Blu-ray from VHS. Well, Blu-ray and DVD, because this is a combo pack. But I'm here to talk about TerraVision for the most part. Definitely the better looking Blu-ray out of the two. Picture quality on TerraVision is excellent, especially from a movie that never saw DVD or Blu-ray before. So definitely had to mention this, and it's a fantastic release, great double feature. Really like this one a lot. Also, couldn't do this video and not mention one of Arrow Blu-rays. Well, they used to do a fantastic job in terms of packaging. And my favourite one is definitely Day of the Dead. Not only is it an amazing movie, I love the film, but this is my favourite release of Arrow. In terms of packaging, it comes in the cool slip box. There's 4 alternate covers, 2 disc set, poster and a comic book. So plenty of fantastic content in terms of packaging and extras. The transfer is pretty solid. It has a great bunch of special features on the disc as well. So this was an essential pick for my top 10. This is out of print now, so if you don't own it, it's probably hard to track down. But if you ever come across this, I highly recommend it. This one is also out of print. As far as I know, it still is. I know it used to be. And it is the 20th anniversary edition of the Monster Squad from Lionsgate. Awesome release, especially in terms of special features and extra content. You really can't go wrong with this release. I wouldn't say the picture quality and transfer is amazing. It's really good, but the special features are definitely where it's at with this release. And the movie itself is fantastic. It's one of my all-time favourites. If you can track down this Lionsgate Blu-ray of the Monster Squad, I definitely recommend it. Olive Films did put a Blu-ray out, and I've got to say I do prefer the artwork on that release, but it has no special features. So yeah, the Monster Squad from Lionsgate is awesome. Next up, we have another Lionsgate release, and I'm not sure if this is still out of print. I know it was for a while, and that is the special edition of My Bloody Valentine. This is pretty much an all-round perfect release. Excellent cover art. They did a really good job with the transfer. They also included all the edited out cut kill scenes from previous releases, so this is fully uncut. It has a great bunch of special features, including a really awesome documentary on slasher films. So this is pretty much an all-rounder. So if you can pick up the Lionsgate Blu-ray of My Bloody Valentine, definitely do so. One of my all-time favourite slashers, if not my favourite, apart from Halloween. Absolutely amazing film. So My Bloody Valentine. The next one is another slasher film, and it is also one of my all-time favourites. And this is probably one of the most underrated horror Blu-rays that I can think of, and that is Intruder from Synapse Films. I hear a lot of complaints from people that this is a pretty expensive movie. Yes, it is, but you certainly get what you pay for with this release, guys. Synapse Films did an amazing job. First time this movie has been released on Blu-ray. And first up, look at that amazing artwork. It's just awesome. I love it. This is a fantastic slasher film. I love the setting in the supermarket. It has some really creative kills. I think Synapse are a great company, and the transfer on this is really good. Comes with a great bunch of special features. Like My Bloody Valentine, this is another great all-rounder. Fantastic artwork. Awesome film. The Blu-ray looks good, and it's got great special features. So highly recommend this one. Next up, we have the 50th anniversary edition of the classic Psycho. Everyone knows this film. Most of you love it, and for good reason. It is a classic. This looks absolutely amazing on Blu-ray, and that's pretty much the main reason it was in my top 10 list for the transfer alone. There's a few different releases of this film, and as nice of a package style as this is, it comes in a slipcover, which is pretty basic, but I think it looks pretty cool. I've got to say I do prefer the UK Steelbook, but you know, this made the list pretty much for the transfer. This looks absolutely amazing in HD. A lot of people don't really think black and white films look good on Blu-ray for some reason, but they do. And this is a prime example of a fantastic looking black and white movie on the Blu-ray format. As I said, you know, the movie's a classic. This one actually has a pretty good range of special features. It also comes with a booklet, which is pretty cool, but the transfer is definitely where it's at, so that's Psycho. And the next one is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original, of course. Absolutely love the film. Will admit it took a couple of viewings for me to truly appreciate the film, and I'm a relatively new lover of this film, I must say. But yeah, this is an incredible slasher, one of my all-time favourites. In terms of true horror, you really can't get much better than this. You guys know what this film is all about. I don't really need to explain it, but they did an incredible job with the transfer on this one. I know a lot of fans were kind of iffy about this movie ever getting a Blu-ray release, just because so many of you guys love the sort of gritty and grimy look to the film. But yeah, the Blu-ray looks phenomenal. This one has a fantastic array of special features as well. This is another all-rounder, you know, amazing movie, great transfer, and a bunch of awesome special features. You really can't go wrong. And last, certainly not least, because this is pretty much my favourite Blu-ray horror release, and that is Jaws. Another classic from Steven Spielberg. Now let's start with the overall packaging. This is a digibook, and I absolutely love digibooks, so the packaging alone was pretty much one massive reason why this film was mentioned for this video. They kept the classic artwork, which is awesome, and it does look awesome. 2-disc set and digibook with a lot of information about the film, which is absolutely amazing. Transfer wise, wow, Universal really did it with this one. The movie looks absolutely fantastic, and when I checked it out on Blu-ray, granted it had been a while since I'd watched my DVD, but honestly it was like watching a new movie for the first time. This honestly looked amazing. In my opinion, one of the best old school horror transfers that I've ever seen. Amazing. Fantastic packaging. Just everything works so well with this release. I absolutely love it. This is another all-rounder. Great packaging, digibook, amazing transfer, and a great bunch of special features. This did fairly well on release. I noticed quite a few people picking this up, which was good. And this has had a few different releases. I think the most common one was the digibook. It's also had a standard Amray release as well as a steelbook release. So there's a few releases out there. If you don't own Jaws on Blu-ray yet, I definitely recommend it. It's one of the most essential pickups for a horror Blu-ray collection in my opinion. So that is Jaws. Alright guys, so that pretty much does it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it, and if you don't own any of the movies, or if there's any movie that I've mentioned in this video that you don't own on Blu-ray yet, obviously I highly recommend it. Especially if it's one of your favourite films, I definitely recommend the Blu-ray upgrade when it comes to any of the 10 movies that I just mentioned. So I'm going to leave it there. Definitely let me know what you think of my picks. If you guys feel like doing a video response, listing or showing your top 10 horror Blu-rays, feel free to do so. Unfortunately, YouTube are being retarded once again, and I think in about 8 days time They're going to can the video response feature, which really sucks. Bad move, but yeah, either do a video response or leave me your top 10 horror Blu-ray picks in the comments section below. Alright guys, until next time, hope you've enjoyed the video and thank you for watching.